right? A bit of knowledge is about Moses parting the Red Sea, right? And Moses parting the Red Sea becomes Cured, right? And Moses, right, becomes Sesson, right? Sesson, which basically means season, right? Season, right? Because within that, right, you've got the sea and the sun, right? So when you have the M, right, as we've seen in the past, the M sort of doubles up in the N, right? When you take two lowercase n's, right, put them together, and that's an M, right? So basically, you can read the word Mason as Narson, right? So that means like nun and son, right? Sons of the nun, like Mary. You think Mary is the type of original nun, you see what I'm saying? So sons of the nun, see? So when you get the Moses, right, it becomes Sessom, which becomes Sesson, right, which becomes season, right? So it's the idea of parting the Red Seas, right? And this is where it gets complicated, because the seas, right, the seas is basically means the sky, right, in the Kurden system, right? And red, right, red becomes blue, like the red and blue, the duality of the red and blue. Obviously you've got the duality of the black and white, and you've got the duality of the red and blue, right? So basically when you have the red, see, the swap is for the blue, right? So it's parting the reds, not parting the blue sky, right? Parting the blue sky, right? So the seasons parting the blue sky, which is like a nature metaphor, right? It's obvious like how the seasons part the blue sky, right? Like light into darkness, darkness into light, type of thing, like if you remember that song by Jim Morrison, day divides the night, night divides the day, see, based on that, right? So it's basically just a simple code again for separating between the sort of night and the day, right? Sunshine and moon, see, light and darkness, once again, right? Simple code, right? The interesting thing is, right, is the sessom, right? The sessom idea, right, is a lotus flower, right, which originates in the Egyptian mythology, right? And this lotus flower called the sesson, right, or the sessom, was owned by the sort of Egyptian royal family, right, in the mythology, right? And so up there the sort of reality type of thing, right? And the Sesson lotus diamond, right? The Sesson lotus diamond is owned by the British royal family, right? So it's a real diamond that they have in that, right? And it's like in the ownership of the British royal family, right? And Kate Middleton wears it at this particular time and all that, right? Kate Middleton sort of sports this diamond, right? Sessom lotus diamond, right? So obviously sort of, spanning into the Freemasonry there, right? The Egyptian Freemasonry, right? But there you go, and there's the code of the sort of Moses parting the Red Sea, right? Basically means the seasons parting the blue sky, right? And I'll do more on the sort of the sea becoming the sky idea in another video where I'm going to do about Noah's Ark, because you're basically using the same metaphor in the Noah's Ark metaphor of the sort of red becoming the blue, right, and the sea becoming the sky, right? So it's basically like a three-way code, the Moses parting the Red Sea. It's like a three-way code. One is like the profane religious type of a biblical, storyline or whatever, right? Two is the sort of a nature metaphor, right? A simple nature metaphor. And three is a metaphor for the sort of separation between the tea drinkers and the natural people, see? So three-way type of metaphor.